Hello everybody, this is Christian for the Architect channel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create room plans that will blow your professor's socks off. So the first thing you got to do is type RM on your keyboard and you're already halfway there. Alternatively, you could also go to the ribbon, and on the architecture tab you can just click the room button that's right there as well. So from here you kind of have two options. You can manually place these yourselves, or you could put your model in the hands of Revit God and hit place rooms automatically. This is honestly a 50-50 coin flip. Mine ended up pretty good here, but I'm also going to place them manually just to show you what it's like. So click on your room tool and then just hover over each room and then click. So you can kind of see the X that's floating around, and that's going to be the boundary of the room. So as soon as I click, you can see that it highlights blue for that whole entire room. So I'm just going to do that for every single room here. For that bedroom, this patio's giving me issues, but don't worry, we'll fix that later. Bedroom, another bathroom, and one more bedroom. And we can always edit these later, so don't worry about the placement too much. So as soon as I hit escape, you'll notice that where the rooms go. So we still have the tags right here, but if you hit tab a few times, you'll see that the rooms are there. They're just a little hidden. If we want to fix this, just while we're editing this at least, we can hit VG on our keyboard to activate visibility graphics. And let's go to rooms and turn this interior fill color on. So now we just always have that blue outline, which will just help us a little on finding where these borders are. So first off, let's fix this issue. This is all one room. This is the master bed and bath. However, is separating the bath and treating it as a separate room entirely. I don't want this, and I want this to be all one room and be considered all one square footage. So how do we go about this? A lot of things in Revit, surprisingly, usually you would just click this, and edit the boundary. But this is not something that we can edit. This is something that's being calculated by the walls in your model. So you see we have this wall right here, and if I tab and click on it, you'll see that it has this attribute that says room bounding. And basically when it's checked on, it's saying, I want this to separate these two rooms. However, if I check it off, bada bing, bada boom, hit apply, and boom. Now it's acting as if this wall isn't here, and it's accounting for the square footage now. You may not see square footage, but if you click on here on the room tag, you can change that to room tag with area as well. So I'll probably do that to all of them down the road, but now we can worry about this room right here. So this is one big room, you might notice already. If I hit tab, it's got this whole entire area. However, I want to separate it so it has this kitchen area, and then it has this hall area separated as a separate room. So how do we go about that? So we're actually going to go up here and click on the Room Separator button. And this is basically the opposite of this wall right here. So for this wall, we unclicked it so it would combine the two rooms. This room separator is wherever we draw this line, essentially it's going to add a wall that's invisible, so it breaks up the boundary. So I can hit escape now, and essentially I can just add another room because these are two entirely different entities now. So one last thing, what's the deal with this guy over here? It's just a little square, it didn't calculate anything. Well, the thing is, this isn't a wall right here. This is a railing, this is like an exterior terrace. So when there's no wall here, it's looking at all this white space and it's like, I'm not calculating all of that. So it doesn't do anything. But this is the same exact scenario, we just need another room separator. I can even use the pick line tool and just bound that in right there. And there we go. We have all of our rooms, as easy as that. So if you want to edit these to create or to better our schedules down the road, you can click on this, and I'm just going to name this kitchen. If you wanted to, you could edit the numbers here as well, but mine turned out just fine. And if you hit tab, you can also move these a little if you want that perfect placement. You can also add leader lines, which is something that I don't think I need to do in this model. They turned out pretty fine, but if you move these out, you'll see that, or make sure that the leader is actually inside and it'll drag it out so you can have leaders if you are working with smaller rooms. But in my case, I think I'm fine. So I'm just going to undo that. And I'm just going to label these all quickly and get that perfect placement. This is the master bath or master bed. Master bed and bath, it doesn't matter. Oops, double clicked on that one. Oh my gosh. All right, let's speed up the footage. Okay, boom. Now we have all of these labeled, and I think we can turn this blue filter off, so we can hit VG on our keyboard once again. Look for room, and all we have to do is turn interior fill off. Apply OK, and now we have all of our labels. Absolutely beautiful. So now, how do we add some color to this? How do we make this so it looks like an actual legend? So first, we're going to go back to the architecture tab, go back to room and area, and there's a hidden drop down. I know, why would they hide that from you? But we can hit color schemes, and the category we want to make the scheme is a room, and we want it filtered by name. The title's fine. I like room legend. It seems pretty accurate. We're making a room legend. And we are going to filter this by name. So all of those didn't change because it was already filtered by name. But you can also filter by area, ceiling finish, number. For this scenario, I think it makes sense if you do name. So I'm going to hit apply and OK. And you'll notice that nothing changed. Why does this always happen to me? But I'm just messing with you. This is actually something that is filtered by the view. So if we go over here under color scheme, we can click that. We can go to rooms again and filter it by name and hit apply and OK. And look at that lovely, oh so lovely colorful plan right there. It really adds some texture. Or not even texture, just color. It makes it pop. But continuing. How do we add an actual legend? So we created that legend title, but I'm not seeing anything on the sides over here. I don't know about you. Maybe the visibility graphics I turned off, but I'm just messing with you once again. You can go to the annotate tab and all the way to over here, color fill legend. All we have to do is click on that and drag it right over there. So room legend. It's using all of the rooms that we previously created, but if you wanted to edit anything, we can always go over here. We can also edit like fill patterns and even edit the colors here, but I honestly kind of like the ones that were handed to us right off the get-go. So that's how you create room schedules with the room legend, and how to add square footage. I kind of forgot to do that with all of the other ones earlier, but all you have to do is click on those and add square footage. So as easy as that. Let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to help. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a like if you want to see some more. All right, thank you, and bye-bye.